I had an issue with my Mustang on its 102nd flight. The Molex connector, that's the connector that fits onto the battery, that played up. I traced the fault to a faulty wire just next to the plug, and I couldn't repair it. I tried to epoxy it onto the plug and that didn't really last. So I decided to take the original piece off. The actual plug came off in the end. It's only that long, as you can see, and I've got another connector. It's almost twice as long, not quite. These are Molex 2P connectors, M-O-L-E-X, 2P, I think that stands for 2 pin. The important thing is when you remove this to remember which side is positive and which side is negative. And what I did, I actually used a sharp knife and I scraped away some of the plastic insulation. Then I cut the wire about there, and then I could simply pull off a sleeve of insulation, leaving me quite a lot of bare wire, and that kept the soldered joint there. And that gave me more wire to solder onto, so I've now soldered successfully onto those. I found that quite tricky. Now you can disconnect the aileron servo here. I didn't, I've left it attached. You need to remember the yellow is rearward. It fits in there, so that is a push fit. There we are, it's finally in. You could add little dobs of Yoo-hoo glue or something if you want, just to hold that, but I think that is quite a nice friction fit. Reattach the elevator, servo horn, and then the rudder servo horn. Now when I switched everything off, everything was in the neutral position. So in a moment I have to power it up and get everything correct while the body is upright, and switch it into expert mode, so hopefully that locks everything in position. Then turn it over and just make sure everything is straight, that these servo horns are straight and the elevator and rudder is straight. Incidentally, there's a little hole in the intake of this V1 Mustang, not on the V2. That allows you to see these servo horns, and sometimes if you have elevator twitch, you'll find that the servo horn has gone around 180 degrees and you need to just stick something in there, cocktail stick or a small screwdriver, and just rotate it around manually. Okay, and then switch it to expert mode, and that should hold all of the servos in position as I turn it over. Now I need to see if those positions relate to central positions here. I find the trick is enough glue to hold it, not too much though, because you'll have to get it apart again. Now I need to make sure all this wire will thread in okay. Yes, it does.